Hello and welcome back to another episode of Measurement in a Minute. I'm your host, 𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗬𝗓 with Lakeside Process Controls. And in today's episode, we're continuing our conversations around Rosemount's 3408 non-contacting radar. More specifically, in the last episode, we talked about the various frequencies that exist within the non-contacting radar world. Today, we're going to look at how Emerson's solutions break down per frequency, and you'll start to get a sense of why the solutions are designed in a certain way based on the targeted applications. So first and foremost, we have the low frequency radars, which I mentioned before are previously very common to terminals, tank farms, large inventory vessels. And so Rosemount's 5900S radar level gauge can measure up to 100 feet at plus or minus half a millimeter accuracy. So accuracy is paramount. Also, if you look at the antenna sizes, all the way up to 20 inches, right? Massive options available there compared to some of the other technologies. And it communicates via field bus, which might not be common for many in the industrial processing side of things, but on the tank farm side of things is a very common to use a bus technology. Next up is our mid-frequency radar. This would be Rosemount's 5408. So we can actually measure up to almost 500 feet now with this, plus or minus 2 millimeters, up to only 8 inches in antenna size. So, smaller connections than what you'd have with the low frequency. And we can measure with, output rather with 4 to 20 Hz or field bus. And then most recently we have the high frequency radars that have come out, the 3408 as well as the 1208. The 3408 though can measure up to only 100 feet. So you see it's a little bit more limited in the range compared to the mid frequency, similar levels of accuracy, not as wide or as big process connections, but it can also go down to smaller process connections. So that's going to be one of the benefits of utilizing high frequency radar. Currently it's only available with a 4 to 20 Hz output. Okay, so you can start to see a little bit of the differences between where you might use a mid frequency versus a high frequency just based off of how the solutions have been developed from Emerson. Should you have any questions about Rosemount's non-contacting radars or any other of our products, please reach out to us using the QR code on screen. Thanks everybody, have a great day.